The hidden treasures of the 1969 and 1969 D Washington quarter dollar. Hold on to your seats, coin enthusiasts, because what you're about to discover will blow your mind. Imagine stumbling upon a coin that's not just any ordinary quarter. It's one of the rarest, most valuable Washington quarters in history, and it could be hiding in your pocket, waiting to be found. Yes, we're talking about the elusive 1969 and 1969 D Washington quarter dollars, coins so rare that their value can soar into the hundreds of thousands of dollars or more, depending on their condition. But how can this be? A coin that's worth hundreds of thousands. You're probably thinking, what makes these coins so special? And that's exactly what we're diving into today. The history, the rarity, the mind-blowing value, and how you could be sitting on a potential fortune. So, stay with us as we explore the world of these hidden treasures, and by the end of this video, you might just find yourself rummaging through your spare change with a whole new level of excitement. Let's get started. The 1969 and 1969 D Washington quarters, a glimpse into their origins. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the decades, this coin has gone through numerous design changes and mintage adjustments. The coin became a staple of American currency, recognized for its classic design featuring George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. However, not all Washington quarters are created equal, and the 1969 and 1969 D models stand out among the rest due to a combination of striking rarity and special characteristics. These quarters were minted at two main facilities, the Philadelphia Mint, for the 1969, and the Denver Mint, for the 1969 D, and both have left collectors and investors hungry for any sign of these rare coins. What makes the 1969 and 1969 D Washington quarters so rare? While most of the 1969 and 1969 D Washington quarters are relatively common and have a typical value of around $5 to $10, a select few of these coins are highly prized due to specific errors or anomalies that make them exceedingly rare. Let's dive into what exactly makes these coins so unique. 1. The 1969 double die error. A collector's dream. The most significant reason why certain 1969 quarters are so rare is due to a major double die error that occurred during the minting process. This error happens when a coin die is mistakenly doubled during the engraving process, causing the image on the coin to appear blurry or doubled in some areas. In 1969, a particular set of dies from the Philadelphia Mint became affected by this mistake. When these dies were used to strike the quarters, the result was an imprint with a distinctive, noticeable doubling of the features, particularly on the word Liberty and the date 1969 on the obverse. The doubling on the coin was so dramatic that it became one of the most sought-after coin varieties among collectors. 2. The 1969 D Washington quarter error, a more subtle but valuable minting flaw. While the 1969 D quarter isn't as famous as its Philadelphia counterpart with the double die error, it still holds significant value among collectors. This coin is often prized for its unique minting anomalies, including slight die cracks and errors that make it different from a regular 1969 D quarter. These errors are less noticeable than the dramatic doubling of the 1969, but for collectors who are on the lookout for anything unusual, even the smallest flaws can lead to big rewards. The rarity factor. Why these coins are so hard to find. So, why is it so difficult to find these rare 1969 and 1969 D quarters? Let's break it down. 1. Minting process and errors. Coin errors like the double die or die cracks don't happen on every coin minted. They are anomalies that arise due to imperfections in the minting process. Given that the number of coins struck with these flaws is limited, it's incredibly rare for a collector to come across one of these unique quarters. For the 1969 double die, many were discarded because they didn't meet minting standards, making those that survived even more valuable. 2. Condition and preservation. Another challenge for collectors is that these rare quarters often exist in far less than perfect condition. Coins that are over 50 years old tend to suffer from wear and tear, and many of the 1969 and 1969 D quarters that were struck with errors may have deteriorated over time. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value, and coins that have been well preserved or that retain their original mint luster are far more valuable than those that show heavy wear. How much are the 1969 and 1969 D Washington quarters worth? Now, let's talk value, and not just any value, but mind-blowing, eye-popping, life-changing value that could make you rethink your entire coin collection strategy. 1. 1969 Double Die Quarters. The most exciting part about the 1969 quarter is its double die error. Depending on the condition and the degree of doubling, a 1969 double die quarter can be worth anywhere from a few $100s to over $100,000. Yes, you read that right. $100,000 or more for a single quarter. The best known examples of this error are typically in MS-65 or better condition, and these coins fetch astronomical prices at auction. For example, a 1969 double die quarter in MS-67 condition was auctioned for over $100,000 in recent years, and even lower grade examples still routinely sell for $3,000 to $5,000 at auction. It's a huge premium for a coin that originally had a face value of just 25 cents. 2. 1969 D Washington Quarters. The 1969 D quarter is a bit less dramatic in terms of error but still holds substantial value. Well-preserved examples of this coin in uncirculated or proof condition can still be worth hundreds of dollars, depending on the exact nature of the minting flaws. Although not as valuable as the 1969 double die, high-grade 1969 D quarters with notable errors can still command anywhere between $500 and $10,000 at auction. How to identify your rare 1969 or 1969 D quarter. So, how can you identify these rare coins in your collection or spare change? Here's a quick rundown on what to look for. Look for doubling on the obverse. For the 1969 double die, carefully examine the word Liberty and the date 1969. If you see double outlines, that's the telltale sign of a double die error. Check for minting flaws. For the 1969 D, inspect the coin for minor die cracks, off-center strikes, or any imperfections that could indicate a rare minting anomaly. Condition matters. Even if your coin doesn't have visible errors, the condition of the coin still matters. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition can be worth much more, even if they don't have any errors. Get it graded. The best way to determine the value of your coin is to have it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Coins with high grades, like MS-65 or MS-67, will be worth significantly more than those in lower grades.